woman to give your energy to another woman, hoping that this other woman would freely be like a host for your energy and everything that they wanted you to just lay down, open up your legs, and become a battery for them. They literally wanted you to lay down on your back, open up your legs, and just be a straight battery for them to send this energy to the Capricorn. And they wanted you to just spread your legs in the gutter, in poverty, without getting anything in return for it. Men are spiritually gifted, okay? Both of them are spiritually gifted. And both of them were given this task of getting your energy, okay? But both of them went about it in a very toxic, karmic, chaotic way to try to spiritually beat and force you into some kind of whore energy. They wanted you to utilize your sacred energy like you're nothing, like you're no one, like you're lucky to get scraps. And they wanted you to be in some kind of whorish energy. And while they force you to give your energy while you live in complete poverty and destitution, so that you would never, ever believe that you are who God said you were. And that's the illusion and trick of Shaitan. Okay, but someone is no longer in denial. So it's like a thing where they wanted to move to calmer waters and get the money they were promised, the two warlocks, and one of them saw the other one as their competition, okay? And they were both going about it in different ways. And one of these warlocks wanted to knock their competition out of the box. So they created some kind of illusion about you using other women to outsmart the other warlock, okay? And he wanted to have your energy all to himself. And how he went about it was by working with an Eritrean and Somalian at the NSA, of course, to hunt you like an animal and to block you, block your finances, orchestrate people. If you had a job, if you worked from home, followed, if you had a job that you physically went to every single day, to have people follow you on the highway and try to crash their car into you to kill you. So I don't know, some of you might have had to start working from home because somebody might have been following you to work every day, trying to hit you on the highway and make you get in an accident, and follow you home every day, trying to make you get into an accident. And you realize it was clear this was going on. You might have literally had people following you all the way to work, sitting in the parking lot, and they're bribing people at your job, and then following you all the way back to your block home, and then turning off when you turn on your street. Living a hellish nightmare, okay? This was one of those warlocks' way. If we can get them bound to their home, working from home, then they can only work and make money either through sex or online. And if we can get them working online, we can sabotage any job that they have online and cause a financial mishap to force them to need financial help to pay their bills, so that they'll be more susceptible and open to having sex with whoever we try to bind them to. They'll be more susceptible and open to having sex with whoever we try to bind them to. So these people were going way far to try to trap you and get your energy the wrong way. And when that didn't work, for some of you, they started using an energy weapon on you to torment you day and night, and to try to keep you in the house with the following you everywhere you went in your community, okay? To try to keep you in your house so it'd be easier for them to do spell work and death spells on you and use energy weapons on you. These people were tormenting you day and night, trying to get your energy, which only made you stronger and only made you more powerful and made you more resilient and made you want to resist and fight more. They don't understand you get amped up off of that type of shit. You eat that type of shit for breakfast. They don't understand. The more they come at you, the more excited you get. Like, oh yeah? You understand? because you're one of God's warriors. Do you understand? You're one of God's warriors, and that's why God entrusted you with the source of God's power on earth. He wasn't going to put it in your weak ass sister, your punk ass aunt or uncle or mother or cousin. God entrusted you with that energy because God knew that you had the good sense and the strength to endure every single test that was sent your way. So these people were going way far to try to trap you and get your energy the wrong way. And when that didn't work, for some of you, they started using an energy weapon on you to try to keep you in your house so it'd be easier for them to do spell work and death spells on you and use energy weapons on you. These people were tormenting you day and night, trying to get your energy. Eat that type of shit for breakfast. They don't understand. The more they come at you, the more excited you get. Like, you're not an easy win, and that's why God chose you to hold the source of God's power on earth. You're one of God's warriors, and that's why God entrusted you with the source of God's power on earth. He wasn't going to put it in your weak ass sister. God entrusted you with that energy because God knew that you had the good sense and the strength to endure every single test that was sent your way. If it was put in these people, it wouldn't be protected because these other people are weak-minded and they're weak-willed and they're not as powerful as you. And after 3 days of what they've been doing to you for over 10, 20 fucking years, these people would have taken their own life. He wasn't going to put it in your punk ass aunt or uncle or mother or cousin. God knew that you had the good sense and the strength to endure every single test that was sent your way, and they're weak-willed and they're not as powerful as you. And after 3 days of what they've been doing to you for over 10, 20 fucking years, these people would have taken their own life. Word. Had it been put in anybody else in your family or in your community or friends, they would have committed, they would have taken their own life. I promise you. Within 3 days, they would have taken their own life. Or they would have been crying outside, screaming. They would be in a mental institution, or they'd be poking out that bussy. They'd be tooting up that big old bunkie, that big bunkie up, and letting everybody hit it like, I give up, y'all can have it. God damn it, all right, I give up. This is too hard. This is the easier way. So a lot of them, they did choose the easier route. A lot of them were like, oh man, y'all are gonna do all that to her? Well, I don't want to be connected to that. I'm gonna team up with the dark team because y'all look like y'all are winning, and I'm scared of y'all because I'm scary. So I'm gonna join in. Well, you're gonna have to have sex with certain people to do, give your energy and be a part of harvesting. Okay, I guess I'll do it because I'm scary as fuck. So a whole bunch of your cousins, sisters, aunties, friends, community that are scary as fuck could never hold the source of God's power on earth. And they gave it up. And they were like, okay, I'll join in. I'll be a part of this polygamy shit. I'll catch diseases and do what y'all want me to do because I'm scared of y'all. So I'll give it up. And God was like, hell fucking no. However you define God to be. God was like, I can't you're too weak-willed. You don't have any strength. You don't have any courage. And in a minute, you're going to give my power away and put it in the wrong hands on earth. And they're going to continue this cycle of this evil reign on earth. If I put it in you, I got to put it in my strongest warriors, my strongest women. So whoever you are you might have a strong Virgo placement in your chart. You might have a very strong, because the Virgo stands for the virgin, someone that is virtuous. I didn't say you were perfect your whole life, but you were born on a higher frequency and a higher vibration. And you had the desire, the will, and the strength to do your shadow work to elevate and propel yourself into that Hierophant energy that was your soul's calling. And because you are a virtuous woman that also happens to be a woman king, strong as
woman king,
and strong as all get out,
In a man's body. That's right.
In your womb, the source of God's power on earth. And you go hard for that shit.
I sure do.
That's why it was given to you. So what's going on right now is someone is no longer in denial, okay? Someone is no longer in denial that they cannot persevere with how they were attempting to get your energy, okay? Failure in the reverse, okay? They couldn't cause someone to fail. Now, this isn't between you and one of these warlocks. This is the two men right here, okay? The one warlock, one could be a water sign, one could be a fire sign. The water sign wanted the fire sign to fail at getting your energy because the water sign wanted to hurry up, orchestrate what they needed to torture you to get your energy so that they could move to calmer waters and be promoted in this cult and marry into this occult family that is in the 1% wealth class. They wanted to move to calmer waters, that water sign warlock, okay? And they wanted to sabotage the other warlock, okay? So they were using little tactics to sabotage them using women, okay? And they were going about getting your energy all the wrong way, like I said, all right? Self-esteem, I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others, okay? They did something to affect somebody's self-esteem so that they'll always, warlocks study the chakras. Warlocks study shadow work. Yeah, they do. They open up a whole J. Edgar Hoover CIA file on your ass. You understand? When they're targeting you, they have to study your trauma and your mama's trauma and your grandmama. They study your bloodline and all of your trauma and the generational curse in your family and whatever your family is predisposed to. And they study your trauma to find out what it is so they can find out how to re-traumatize you or keep you from healing. Because they know that if this person does not heal an aspect of their self-esteem, they're only going to attract a certain frequency of women and they won't be able to connect with you. So they sent a whole bunch of women that are on a very low frequency towards this other warlock to bombard them with sex and love bombing and a whole bunch of other shit so that they could keep them from healing and getting on a higher vibration, to slow them down and to distract them. And they knew that they'd be able to keep them going around in an illusion and in a circle, okay? And then they knew that when it came time to get your energy or to come together, because this is the fire sign warlock is an actual hierophant. They are their true nature and true soul, when they get in alignment, they're an actual hierophant, hermit energy, and their soul is a very old one that's supposed to be in alignment. But their competitor, the other warlock, wanted to keep them in an illusion, so they figured if their confidence was ever affected, so they only deal with a certain type of woman because of an issue with their confidence. I'm going to send a whole bunch of women on that frequency to them, but they're going to suck and fuck and love bomb this person to keep them distracted and to keep them in a low vibrational energy. And you know, the women that you lay down and sleep with, they influence how you think. How do you think your stupid ass goes broke? And how do you think that you lose all your money and you're not prosperous? And you're wondering why you went broke. You started off with a lot of money, but it wasn't long money that lasts for a long time. Because the type of woman that you get married to, depending on the type of energy that woman has, is how you're able to manifest. So if you plugging up to a power source that's not updated, meaning they haven't done their shadow work, so the wiring in that fucking house is from the 30s and the 40s, and you trying to get energy from that, then everything is going to be broken. You're not going to have enough power for your manifestations to fully flourish. So when you're having sex and get married to, and you take care of and invest in a woman purely because of sex and because of her looks, but she hasn't done her shadow work, the type of energy she embodies is a direct reflection of the type of mindset she has. You understand? and the type of shadow work, whether she balances her dark and light energy. So if you're with a woman with low frequency energy, it's because she has low vibrational thoughts and she has broken thinking. And if you're having sex with her, then she's also going to influence how you think, because that's who you're sleeping with and sharing a bed with and married to. And she's going to fill your head up with dumb ass, stupid ass ideas, and her energy is going to rub off on you, and you're going to go out there in the world with her energy all over you, and you're going to fail. Everything you touch, that weak ass energy is going to go into it, and it's going to come off distorted and fucked up, because you're being influenced by a low frequency woman whose energy is affected by her broken thinking, and she's the one that's influencing you. Your business keeps on going under because she's encouraging you to spend money out of ego and not practicality. She doesn't have a balanced ego because of her self-esteem issues. You understand? So she's got you spending money on a business the wrong way, investing in the wrong things, wasting and squandering money like an idiot.